Why were there no ancient civilizations around river valleys like Ganga, Krishna, Godavari region in India? So, see, it's like this. Every single archaeological site we find today, the media refers to these new sites as civilizations. They have found a new civilization in Kiladi in South India. They have found a new civilization somewhere else. Every new archaeological site they find, they call it a new civilization, which is so incredibly absurd. Do they even know what a civilization is? India was one single civilization. The Indus Valley civilization was not the Indus Valley civilization, it was the Indian civilization. And we have found evidence of even older archaeological sites in Uttar Pradesh, in the Ganga Yamuna region. We are now finding old sites even in southern India, Krishna Godavari region, and so on. The reason we have not found so many archaeological sites is because we have not done any archaeology. In the past 70 years after independence, the only focus of India's historians and archaeologists in the ASI has been on the Mughals and the British, on restoring Mughal monuments and preserving Mughal monuments and researching the Mughals and the British. There was no focus on ancient India. And that's why we have not found thus far extensive evidence of archaeological sites in all these regions. But these sites do exist. It is known that the city of Varanasi is older than most Indus Valley or Saraswati Valley archaeological sites. It is most likely the oldest city we know of in the whole world. And there are so many archaeological sites waiting to be discovered. Thousands, tens of thousands of archaeological sites. Even in West Bengal, even in Northeast India, in Northern India, we have found Indus Harappan era archaeological sites in Ladakh. We have found such sites in Afghanistan. And similarly, in southern India also, once we start looking, we will find more sites. But this was one single civilization. Every time you find a new village somewhere, you don't call it a new civilization. The media is illiterate, the Indian media especially. So we need to understand that these are simply archaeological sites. Look at India today. Look at India today. Now, 5,000 years from today, let's say all Indians have moved, all humans have moved to Mars because we messed up the planet. So let's say that 5,000 years from today, our descendants from Mars come back to Earth to do archaeology. They find this subcontinent of India. They do some digging in the north. They find the city which we today call Delhi. They call it the North Indian civilization. Then they go to the south of India. They find Chennai, and they will call it, there's a southern Indian civilization, South Indian civilization. But we know today that Delhi and Chennai are part of the same culture, the same civilization, which is Indian civilization. But because these people from the future will come and only find two data points, they may interpret it as two different civilizations, which would be incorrect. And that's the same mistake we are doing today. We find something in the Sapta Sindhu region, we say it's the Indus Valley civilization. We find something in West Bengal, we say it's the Chandra Ketu civilization. We find something in Tamil Nadu, we call it the Kiladi civilization. These are not different civilizations. Ancient India was as interconnected in the past as India is today. And the more archaeology we do, the more evidence we are going to find about this. So these are not separate civilizations, it's the same civilization. And the reason why we have not found so much evidence is because we have not done any archaeology. Our historians and archaeologists have been sleeping thus far. But now some work is being done, and I'm glad to see that.